now.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1JBL.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Sierra, VE1JS.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo. Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Did I miss any other short time or mobile stations?
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo. V9 Oscar Sierra Kilo.
All right, I got VE9, Oscar Sierra Kilo. Was there anybody else in there that covered up?
VE1 Tango United.
All right, and I also added VE1 Tango United on there. Let's go to the top of the list of VE1 JBL. Jim, go ahead.
VE1 Charlie Alpha and the Maritime Fusion Net, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Robert, and all on frequency there. Hope you have a good net there. Look forward to the recap afterwards. And we're just about to sit down to supper here, so I thought I better get in now while the getting was good there. So you can take this as my check-in also, Robert. Thanks again for doing the net, and we'll talk to you later on there. VE1 Charlie Alpha from VE1 JBL. Jabulton Dignish Bridge, 7-3.
VE1 JBL, VE1 COK. Jim, thanks for making it in there tonight. You have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Next we have VE1 Juliet Sierra. John, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha in the net, VE1JS. Good evening, Robert. Good evening, all. Nice day here today in Sandy Cove. I hate to brag, but we didn't have any humidity that everybody's talking about. Temperature got up to about 22 or 23. The dew point did get up around 16 or 17, but the temperature is low enough that really didn't matter. It was quite pleasant, and there was a breeze. Right now we've got 19 degrees, the dew point is 13, so it's very comfortable. I say I hate to brag, but 7-3 to all. V1 JBL in the net, or sorry, V1 Charlie Alpha in the net, V1 JS 7-3.
Oh, VE1 JS, VE1 CA. All right, John. Well, thanks for checking in. And, well, we had the opposite of that. Oxford was quite warm here. I seen it top out around 33 at the on my weather station with a humidex. Well, I didn't get the humidex when it was 33, but when it was 31 on my lunch break, with the humidex, it felt like 34. So definitely too warm for a lot of people here, but glad it was cooler out your way. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. The next station I have here is Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima. Come on in. Good evening, Robert, and everybody else on the Maritime Fusion Net. Sorry if you hear a little bit of a noise. I'm outside, enjoying the good temperature. Still 34 degrees here in St. Andre in the northwest, Grand Falls. Have a nice net, and 7-3 all around from VE9 Charlie Golf Lima. V9 Charlie Golf Lima, V1CA, Feature Man. Thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Next, we have Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo. Oscar, come on.
V1 Charlie Alpha, V9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Good evening, Robert, and everybody on the net. Yeah, we did have that heat there. We hit 38 degrees with humidex with 44 here today. Right now it's 33 with humidex is 37.9. It's almost 38. So she's still quite warm there. Thanks for doing that, and thanks for calling me in. 7-3. Have a good rest of the week. Victor Echo 9 Oscar Sierra Kilo.
V9 OSK, VE1CA. All right, Oscar, well, thanks for checking in, and yeah, warm up there too. Temperatures were 29 here now, so they're going down, which is nice. Still going to be a warm evening, but a lot cooler than what I got up to today. Anyway, you'll have yourself a great evening, 7-3. And last on this list, we have VE1 Tango United. Dennis, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha. This is VE1 Tango United. Good evening, Robert. Good evening to all on the net. Well, we had a very warm day here today. It was, I guess, up to 38, and humidex above 40. So, too hot to go out on the deck today, so we just stayed in all day and had the heat pump turned on to the air side, the air conditioning. So, it's pretty good in the apartment, but too hot to go outside. Too hot to go anywhere, I guess. So we didn't do too much today, Robert. So back to you, VE1 Charlie Alpha. This is VE1 Tango United.
VE1 Tango United, VE1CA. All right, Dennis, well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, we're at the bottom of the list here, so next we're going to go and look for stations by province, and first province, of course, will be New Brunswick. Any New Brunswick stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now.
Victor Echo 9 Charlie Echo Lima, V9 CTL.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie.
We're just looking for PEI stations here, and we may not get any. So I got VE9 CL and VE9 Golf Charlie. Let's try one more time for PEI, and then we'll head on up to New Brunswick. So any stations for PEI, please call now. All right, not hearing anything, so we will move over to New Brunswick. I got those two stations there. Any other New Brunswick stations would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now.
Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November, VE9LEN.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima, V9 PAL.
All right, let's go through the list. I got VE9 Charlie Echo Lima, VE9 Golf Charlie, VE9 Lima Echo November, and VE9 Papa Alpha Lima. Any other New Brunswick stations? All right, let's go to the top of the list. VE9 Charlie Echo Lima. Charles, come on in.
V1CA, V9CL. Good evening, Rob. Everyone met. Yeah, I thought you asked for New Brunswick first, so I checked in, but I guess you were looking for CI. Sorry about that. Anyway, not doing much. Just trying to catch up on some paperwork here and listening to the net at the same time. So, nothing else to do. It's too hot to go outside anyway. So, anyway, I'll pass it back to you. V1CA, V9CL, 73.
V9CL, VE1CA. All right, no problem on that. Glad we got you in there. And you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Now let's get the next station here in the log. I have Victor Echo 9 Golf Charlie Gordon. Come on in.
Oh, good evening there, Rob. VE1CA, VE9GC. Oh, much like Charles, I thought you'd said New Brunswick too, so I reached over after he put in his call, picked the handheld up off the desk because I was looking at something else, and I said, oh, well, we'll check in now. I was sort of expecting you to do PEI, but anyway, who knows? My ears being old and tired, huh, and whatever. But anyway, yeah, quite the warm one here today. We ended up, let me just do a quick switch of a screen here, and I can have a look at the what we topped out at. It was, today, at 37.1 degrees, and the humidex, or the apparent temperature, was at 45. So it was a warm one for sure, and I guess it's going to stay fairly warm this evening. It's, dropped down to, down to 32 degrees now, so almost pleasant. Anyway, thanks for doing that, Rob. Thanks for calling me in, and we'll look forward to the next in the future. VE1CA, VE9GC.
Yeah, VE9GC, VE1CA. Yeah, no problem. We'll blame that on the heat there this evening. Yeah, we topped out here at 32.8, but I don't get the humidex. I got mine feeding the Weather Underground, but I have to look at the weather station itself to see what the humidex got up to. But I tell you, it was definitely warm enough, and I think tomorrow's supposed to be even warmer, at least on par. So there we go. We're getting through it. That's the main thing here. It could be worse. Anyway, Gordon, thanks for the check-in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Next, we have a VE9 Lima Echo November. Len, come on in.
Yeah, VE1CA, VE9 returning. Good evening to you there, Robert, and to everybody else here on frequency tonight. Yeah, it went up here in Shediac this afternoon to 34.9, and it's gone down to 31.6. I see right on my right here. So it's been a hot, warm day. Outside of that, we stayed inside where it was nice and cool. But I'm on the upper floor here, and it's not all that cool. Downstairs, it's nice, but anyway, it is what it is, and we don't have to put up with this big heat for another day, so hopefully we'll have some relief there on Friday. Outside of that, not much else to report, so we'll say 7-3. Back to you, Robert. VE1CA, VE9, we're clear. 7-3 all around.
VE9LEN, VE1C. All right, Len. Well, thanks for the check-in, and well, I had the door closed to the shack here, so the AC wasn't really getting in here, and I had to close the door, or I'll have the cat up here on the keyboard and things. She don't help out too much with the nets here, so anyway, it's not too bad to get the fan going here. Anyway, you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. And last on this list, we have VE9 Papa Alpha Lima. Paul, come on in.
Yeah, VE1CA, this VE9PAL. How you doing, Robert and Len and Gordon and everybody else on the net? Yeah, still 32 here in Irishtown. A little warm, but hey, that's okay. Summer's starting. Anyway, you guys take care. Have a great week. V9PAL.
Yeah, V9PL, VE1CA. Well, officially it's tomorrow, I guess, at some point. So there we go. This was the pre-summer warm-up. Hi. And then, yeah, I think it is going to take a good dive back down in temperature. Let's just, for the weekend. I'm hoping for good weather, though. Anyway, you have yourself a great evening. Thanks for checking in. 7-3. Alrighty, that is on the list for the first round of New Brunswick. So now we're going to try to bring in some Nova Scotia stations before we open it up for other areas, and then we go back around for round 2. So we're looking for Nova Scotia stations now. Anyone in Nova Scotia would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey, V1 JW.
Good evening, Rob.
Okay, so far I have VE1 Juliet Whiskey and VE1 Charlie Tango. I heard you in there, Robert. Anybody else in Nova Scotia?
Victor Echo 1, Delta, Alpha, Delta.
Okay, we added VE1 Delta, Alpha, Delta. One more try, Nova Scotia stations. Please call now. All right. Well, it's nice weather and maybe too warm in the shack there tonight for some, but we got a few stations here, so let's start with that. VE1 Juliet Whiskey. Come on in, Eric.
Yeah, good evening, Robert, and everybody else on the net. Sounds like a good start. Yeah, it's probably everybody's trying to find a cool place, so I was out for an hour and a half, took my youngest granddaughter to I guess they called it a dance kind of / fun evening. They had had a slip and slide there. The fire department was there with the fire truck and provided the slip and slide. They had some sprinklers going there for the kids to run through, and they had some music playing and hot dogs and ice cream and stuff for the kids, just kind of a wrap up. So Mom had to take the oldest granddaughter somewhere else, so we took her down and stayed with her till Dad got home, and he took her home. So it was good. Enjoyed lots of kids running around there having fun. So I just took my lawn chair and sat back in the lawn chair and watched them play, and they were having a ball. So it's worth the drive. Other than that, not too much. Been away in New Brunswick for a couple of days, and now we're back home. And luckily, my shack has an air conditioner, so it's not too bad. It's an old thing, but it chugs away here. But so I find the rest of the house doesn't get too hot. We have an older house, but it's well insulated, and we've got tinted windows and stuff, so it doesn't get terribly hot. But in here, with all the computers running, the radios running, tends to generate a bit more heat. So we got a little window shaker in here, and that's been running this afternoon, so it's actually pretty decent in here. Other than that, we're just listening along with interest, Robert. V1 Charlie. Oh, wait a minute, Charlie Alpha. Almost got the wrong Robert. V1 JW.
VE1JW, VE1CA. All right, Eric. Well, thanks for the check-in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Let's see here. Next we have a VE1 Charlie Tango. Robert, come on in.
VE1CA, VE1CG returning. It's the Rob and Rob show there. Poor Eric, you must be tired, my friend. My goodness, I know we could get confused, especially with Rob's call sign the CA and mine the CT. It's pretty close. Yeah, I'm out on the balcony here. Oh, my goodness. Well, as soon as I'm done out here, I'm just replacing the batteries in the outdoor sensors here for the weather gear. I haven't changed them in about a year and a half, and the inside gauge was saying low battery. So yeah, I'm out here just changing them out, and let's see, it's plus 31. Feels like 42 according to the humidex, and just a light wind out of the northwest there, 10 kilometers an hour, just enough to make the tree branches move a little bit. Wall-to-wall blue, sun's still powerful, what can we say? Anyway, thanks for doing the net this evening there, Rob. And let's see, if I'm correct, next week it'll be Jim, B1JBL. All right, we'll catch you all later. Everyone have yourselves a great and safe Wednesday evening. Hopefully we'll catch all your check-ins tomorrow morning with the Maritime Fusion Wake Up Net. Pass back to you there, Rob. Take her easy, my friend. VE1CA, VE1CT, 73.
VE1CT, VE1CA. All right, Robert, thanks for the check-in there. Yeah, sometimes I almost see my call sign when I say that one there. So close, and same name and everything. Anyway, yeah, glad to have you aboard, and you have yourself a good weekend, a good evening. My goodness, look, a hot day. Look what it did to me here. 7-3. Now we go to Victor Echo 1 Delta Alpha Delta. David, come on in.
Good evening, Rob, and everybody on frequency. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in the Public Hills here in the Southwest Nova Scotia. Not extremely warm, but a beautiful day. We never got the heat that everybody else had, but still, beautiful day. Played around my side-by-side today. Went for the ride to Yarmouth and back. Other than that, played a little bit of radio. Now it's watched the sunset here not too long. A little while longer, but I watched that anyhow, so thanks for doing the net. Thanks for taking me in 73s.
VE1 and DAD, VE1C. All right, David, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, it looks like we made it to the bottom of that list as well. So let's see, what are we going to do here? Well, we're now at the point where we're going to call in anybody that's outside the Maritimes that have been waiting to get in. Anyone outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now.
Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, VA6FP.
Okay, I have VA6 Foxtrot Papa and the other stations outside the Maritimes. All right, VA6 Foxtrot Papa. Francis, come on in.
VE1CA for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA6FP in Wainwright, Alberta. Well, good evening, Rob, and good evening to everyone on the net this evening. A lot cooler here in Western Canada than it is in Atlantic Canada. Holy smokes, I've been watching the temperatures around the Maritimes, and boys, you guys definitely got underneath that heat dome. I don't envy you, not when it gets that hot. I like warm weather, but that's hot. Anyway, we're just hit our high temperature here of today, 17 degrees Celsius. It's a nice sunny day, but on the cool side. yesterday morning was actually kind of cool. 4.2 Celsius when it started off the morning. And I don't know if anybody's been watching the weather out this way, but the national parks around Banff and going towards Calgary way, Canmore in that area, did manage to get snow. So, hey, we can still get snow in the month of June. I don't think anybody needs that, but sure keeps the beer cold. No other traffic coming out of here this evening. Rob, thanks very much for letting us check in. We'll wish everyone a great weekend and a great week ahead first, I guess, and a good weekend. And hopefully we'll be able to check in again next Wednesday on the Maritime Fusion Net. 7-3 all around, VE1CA from VA6FP.
VA6FP, VE1CA. All right, Francis. Well, thanks for checking in. And yeah, I heard about some some of that. It zapped all the heat out and moved it over here for a little bit. Yeah, the snow. You don't want to be seeing that this time of year anywhere here in Canada. Oh boy. All right. Well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. So now we're gonna go back up to the top here and start at PEI and see if we can get some of those stations in here. Anybody in PEI that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray, VE1FOX. Tried for the 5th time.
All right, I got you there, Curtis. We'll see anybody in PEI. Please call now. All right, Curtis. We'll take you in there ahead of New Brunswick. VE1FOX. Come on in, Curtis.
Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray. Good evening to you, Robert. I don't know what the system's wrong with it when I'm in here, but anyways, I have problems all the time there for some reason here. I've tried since the first of it, trying to get in. I knew I couldn't get in. I always thought that AEH, when they're doing their net on up there from Lunenburg, that it might interfere with me. But apparently that's not so. And this is the 5th time that I tried, and you got me. I went through all of New Brunswick first time, PEI, Nova Scotia, and you went back to PEI, you started again, and I don't know what's wrong with the system down this end. I don't know if it's me or up at there, but anyways, we have an awful time there to get into this. Other times it gets in just super fine. But anyways, we made it in, and I guess that's all that counts. So with that, Robert, thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net, and we'll give it back to you. Take care, my friend, and sorry about all the other, but I don't know why I couldn't make the trip. Sometimes I wonder if it's on this end, and if it is, I'll have to find out what it is. But it seems like I have no other problems before. I'm not saying it's just you, it's just that I don't know. When we do it, I can't get in. So it's all up and going. With that, 7-3, guys, like I said, have a great evening, have a great rest of the week, and we'll talk to you another time there. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha, with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. 7-3, Robert, have a great evening.
VE1FOX, VE1CA. All right, Curtis. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My goodness, a lot of tries there to get in, but yeah, well, you got in. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, hopefully that can be fixed up. Thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, we're going back over to New Brunswick. Any more New Brunswick stations that would like to check in to the Maritime Fusion Net, please call me.
Victor Echo 9, November Alpha, VE9NA.
I have VE9NA. Any other New Brunswick stations?
Victor Echo 1, Papa India, November.
Victor Echo 9, Echo Sierra.
I also added VE9 Papa India November and I got VE1 here. I may have made a mistake. And then a VE9 Echo Sierra. Anybody else?
Victor Echo 1, Papa Lima.
And added a VE1 Papa Lima here. All right, we'll go to the top of the list. VE1 NA. Nelson, come on in.
Victor Echo 9, November Alpha here. Good evening, Robert. Good evening to everyone on the net. It was sure quite warm today here. Yesterday I did call about 4,000 gallons of water, and I'm getting ready to go back tonight for another 2,000. And I was entering the Maritime Net there. Roger was doing it, and he was saying that it's supposed to rain over the weekend, Friday and Saturday, hopefully. We need the rain quite bad. Anyway, hope you're doing well, Robert, and thanks for doing the net and call me in. I heard VA6, Foxtrot Papa, saying that there was 17 over his place. It's quite a difference between here and there. So thanks for doing the net, Robert. Back to you from VE9NA.
VE9NA, VE1CA. All right, Nelson, well, thanks for the check-in. And I haven't checked the forecast here to see how it's looking for the weekend, but I know we need the rain, but Mother Nature should leave that for the weekdays and let me have my weekend so I can get some things done outside there when I'm not working. Anyway, we'll have to see what it throws our way. Thanks for checking in and have a great evening. 7-3. Next is Victor Echo 1 for India November. Bert, come on in.
Good evening, everyone. Not much to report from Edmonton. I guess it plays in the 40s degree today, 26 in the hour, so there is a big difference, and I guess we're better inside than outside. Not much else. Be safe from the sun. If you need to go out, well, put some good sunscreen, and there's either rate. I don't know how you say it there, but drink a lot of water or lemon juice or anything that is good. Have a pleasant evening, good rest of the week to everyone.
VE1 Pop India November, VE1C. All right, Bert, well, thanks for checking in and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. The next station I have is Victor Echo 9 Echo Sierra. Patrick, come on in.
Thanks for calling me in, Rob. Not much to report for the net. We hit over 37 according to my weather station here in Riverview today. We're dropping again. I just relocated the air conditioner to my bedroom from the living room just so I can sleep tonight. Anyway, that's about it. 73 all, and have a good rest of the week. Back over to you.
What? VE9 Echo Sierra. V1CA. All right, Patrick. Well, thanks for the check-in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Yeah, that was a warm one. Now the next station, I don't know if I got the last letter right in the call sign. I got Victor Echo 1 Papa Papa Lima, or it's Papa Papa India. Go ahead with your call sign and go ahead with the net for the net.
Victor Echo 1 Papa Papa Lima. Here in Edmonton, I just checked in there a few minutes ago.
All right, VE1 Papa Papa Lima, VE1CA. All right, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, on the list now, we're going back to Nova Scotia for second round. Anybody in Nova Scotia would like to check in, please call now.
Check into this one. VE1 Kilo Echo Victor Mobile. V1 KV.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee.
All right, we got VE1 KEV in the mobile, VE1 Golf Uniform Yankee. Any other Nova Scotia stations that might get covered up, please call now. All right, nothing heard. VE1 KEV mobile. Come on in there, Kevin.
Well, very good evening, Robert. VE1 Charlie Alpha. For the Wednesday Night Fusion Net. VE1 Kilo Echo Victor Mobile. Very good evening, and good evening to one and all on the net there this evening. We're just out to get a little ice cream there at McDonald's, one of them McFlurries there, whatever, and trying to get cooled down a little bit from today. Boy, she was a scorcher. Holy moly, it was warm. Beautiful now, 25 degrees on the dashboard, downtown Amherst. Just making our way back across town here. That's about all I got, Robert. Thanks very much for calling us in, and 7-3, have yourself a great rest of the evening and a great week there. VE1 Charlie Alpha from VE1 Kilo Echo Victor Mobile. 7-3, buddy.
VE1 KEV mobile. VE1CA. Sounds good there, Kevin. Yeah, definitely a great evening for going for ice cream. Thanks for the check-in, and you have a great evening. 7-3. And now we go to VE1 Golf Uniform Yankee. Joe, come on in.
VE1CA, VE1GY. Good evening there, Rob. Good evening to everyone here on the Fusion Wednesday Night Net. Yeah, it's been a real good day. I guess everybody's saying a good day. So, I don't know how bad it would have to be this time of the year for it to be a bad day. I guess every day is a good day. So, anywho, I see some rain heading in this direction, but it looks like it's going to be an all-night session before it gets here. Could be into tomorrow sometime or other, so I don't think it's no big amount of it. Even if it gets here, it seems like when you hit the Bay of Fundy, it seems like you got to that flood tide, and flood tide takes it north. But anyway, yeah, we can use the rain around this area. Right here, I'm all right on the rain or water part, but there's a lot of people can use rain, I guess. It helps the wells out and helps everything else. So, thanks for calling me in. See you later, V1GY.
V1GY, VE1C. All right, Joe. Well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, we're going to open it up to anyone anywhere that would like to check in. Anyone anywhere here before we wrap things up, please call now.
VE1OL, VE1 Oscar Lima.
I got VE1OL. Is there anybody else anywhere that would like to check into the Fusion Net? Please call now.
VE1 Zulu X-ray, V1 ZX.
All right, and we got you there too, Brad. Let's go and get the first station here. VE1 Oscar Lima. Aubrey, come on in.
Yeah, VE1CA, and that's VE1 Oil. Evening, Rob, and everybody else that might still be listening. I've been listening to most of the net here, but I was kind of busy with my dog and my budgie, and took my turn now. I had a Rob there that's coming up, and anyway, it's a good day here, and I was at the dentist this morning and had 2 fillings, and boy, the freezing was so bad that my lower jaw was frozen for about 2 hours, and I could hardly talk. And when I did, it didn't sound very good. Anyway, thanks for doing the net, and everybody have a great day. Back to you, the E1OL in Quispamsis, New Brunswick.
VE1OL, VE1CA. All right, Aubrey. Well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. And now we'll go to Victor Echo 1 Zulu X-ray. Brad, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha from VE1 Zulu X-ray. Very good evening, Bob. And good evening to Audrey there. It's been a nice one here. Got a little breeze now, though, off the water, so it's about 22 degrees here. It didn't get much warmer than that because we had that breeze off the water, so kept things cool, but it was foggy earlier. Myself and Lauren was up to V1 PAR, and I changed out a UHF antenna there in the fog. It was that bad at the top of the tower that my glasses would fog up and I couldn't see a thing. I just had to go by feel. But we managed to get it changed anyway. It looks like the ice damaged the other one there. It was all. I thought somebody might have shot it, but it wasn't. Looks like ice hit it and damaged it. But anyway, we got it replaced, and the link from Pirate Road over to Sugarloaf is working now. Thanks, Rob, for checking me in, and have a great evening there. V1 Charlie Alpha, V1 Zulu X-ray.
VE1 Zulu X-ray, VE1 CA. All right, Brad. Well, thanks for checking in, and thanks to you and Lauren going out there. And boy, oh boy, eh? You gotta love the shore, being near the shore here in Nova Scotia. You never know what the weather's gonna be like, and yeah, that fog. Wow. Well, good thing you guys got out there safe and got her fixed up. Great stuff, Brad. Thanks for checking, and have a good evening. 7-3. And that is on the list, so we're going to issue a second last call. For anyone that would like to check in, please call now. All right, I didn't hear anything there to second last call, so let's put out the last call. Last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now. All right, well, with that silence, we'll close the net. Well, we only had 23 check-ins tonight, but with the nice weather and things, we're busy here, so not too bad of a turnout regardless. We'd like to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight. Also like to thank the owners of the repeaters and nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at www.maarc.ca. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie Charlie Alpha, and click on Club Activity /Nets. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritimes room is now open for general use. This is VE1CA signing off. Good night all.